Welcome everyone to the Power Hitter Solar Warrior Tribe Tuesday team training. Everyone is welcome in Powur. Today, man, it's already May 6th. Where summer's around the corner. Things are going to be heating up. There's so much changing and going on right now in the world, in solar. So we're glad you're here. We're going to go through some updates and success stories in just a second. So if you think of any wins, success stories, leads, installs, ambassadors, networking, connecting, we're going to share that in just a second. But as always, I'm joined with my co-host, Mr. Tom Cotter. How are we
Good
doing?
morning. Good morning. Good afternoon for those on the I guess central or east coast or further over, maybe across the pond in Europe even. Chris is I think not across the pond this week, but for any of you listening in or watching the recording, good day.
Awesome. Yeah. Like the video, share the recording. Today's going to be a great training. But first, like always, Tom, you have any wins or success stories? So raise your hand, guys. Type some wins in the chat. We want to hear them. I think I might pick on Brian Roan, but you have any wins, Tom?
Yeah, I'll share one. I've got a lady that's in Ohio that's actually watching the Power Hour recording from last week right now. As one of the first things that's on my calendar every day is my reach out goals. And so it had been like a long time since I had talked to her. And I found her on LinkedIn and I took her LinkedIn profile and I told ChatGPT, write me a text and an email to help get her reinterested in Power and position it as something she can do with whatever she's doing now. And she had a love of music, and so ChatGPT put together this interesting email that mentioned her love of music and composing, and how if she was still in solar, that this could be a better fit for her with flexibility. So, anyway, she hadn't replied to me before, but she replied to me this morning and said she's interested and she wants to watch the video right away. And are we bringing on other people too? So
Wow.
Chat GPT for the win in making it a little bit more personal, tech plus touch.
You're going to share that script in the chat with us, maybe. That's awesome. And if you haven't watched Tom's AI training he did, make sure to check that out. We'll drop the link in the chat. I want to pick on real quick, Mr. Brian Roan, someone I had the pleasure of meeting in Mexico. And Brian, as we can see from this dashboard here, year to date, you're leading the from the front with the most personal sales. So if you have a minute, jump off of mute there and share a little wisdom or your wins if you don't mind, my friend. Let's see if we can ask him to unmute there.
There we go. So,
Hey. Hey, brother. Let everyone know where you're located and share some of that success with us. Rub it off.
actually, I'm just here in Virginia, in the Chesapeake area, Virginia Beach. Of course, TPO is a little bit new out here, so it's just been interesting introducing the product here versus a loan. And it's just pretty much just being consistent. That's all. We worked. That's all.
Mhm. I love it. Any particular place these homeowner leads are coming from? Are they old leads? You're just getting energized again, new product, or
No,
how are you bringing the energy?
these are actually fresh door knock leads. I actually take some days out of the week to knock doors and, just try to set the leads. That's pretty much how 90% of most of my leads come in, actually knocking doors.
Wow. Putting in that grind, creating the demand yourself, brother. Well, shout out to you for being at the top of the leaderboards this year and those personal deals.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
I appreciate you, gentlemen.
All right, David Steele, always up to something interesting. David, what wins or some nuggets can you share with us? Oh, come off of mute, David. Someone muted you, maybe. I don't know.
I'm going to flip the script into a future win. I have a customer in La Jolla that has two Franklins on their system, and he has to do it today, or else he's going to be talking a lot more money. And so I really want this deal. They've been out of town and they just got back today. So it's my future win. I'll have to let you know.
Right on. Good share. You and Owen Carey are trying to close a deal like today or tomorrow. So yes, close a deal today or tomorrow on Franklin batteries. Otherwise, they go up $4,000, y'all. I'll talk about that in just a second. All right, let's do one more win. Chris Collier, and guys, type more wins in the chat as well. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's happening? I realized after I failed on the Vanguard team building that I needed to bring on more setters. So I just got off my ass yesterday. I went by a Realtor sign. I put it in the chat. It was broken. So I pulled over, got out of my car. I fixed his sign. I texted him pictures and I said, hey, we've met before. I just fixed your sign. And by the way, we have this great setter referral program. I'd like to introduce you to in solar. And I'm coming from a solar install in your hometown. And so I just need to get off my ass and just get more setters. So, because Tom has been texting me every single day that what the hell am I doing? So it was a win, and he wants to find out more. He's super excited, and I fixed his sign, so I did something great in the world.
That's a great idea.
Chris, did you take the sign and put it on the floor? And
yeah, I had wire cutters in my car, clipped it, put it on. Yeah, he was really appreciative. And but he's with EXP, and I had actually sat and did a solar presentation for his dad before, so I knew him. I fixed his sign, and now he wants to know about becoming a setter. So pretty awesome. I just need to get out and do more activity.
I think I would call that demand generation, Jonathan, is having wire cutters with you, creating demand.
Creative.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you for the shares, guy. Keep the shares and the wins coming in the chat. And next up, we'll have Tom with a power perspective and Chris with a productivity tip of the week. So Tom, take it away.
I just want to share something with everybody that really drives home the point of why we're here and what power is actually worth to you. So you're about to hear a quick story from Alex Harmozy that breaks down the cost, not the effort, but in missed opportunity of not developing the right skills as a setter or a salesperson. Here at Powur, we've got a platform that literally pays you for learning and executing. So as you watch this clip, I want you to think, how big is the gap between where you are and where you could be? And what's that gap costing you every single year? Jonathan?
Saw a salesman say this at a conference, and he wrote $1 million on a whiteboard. And he called up a lady in the audience, and he said, how much do you make? And she said $50,000 a year. And so he wrote $50,000 underneath of $1 million, and he subtracted it. And it said $950,000. He said it costs you $950,000 every single year. You don't know how to make $1 million a year. And so the question is, what is the value of that skill? And the answer is the difference. And so the troll who responded to this originally was like, well, you can keep going. What about $100 million a year or $1 billion a year? And I was like, yes, if you had the skill of making $1 billion a year, then the difference between 50,000 and $1 billion is the delta of the value of that skill. And it's really not one skill. It's many skills that ladder up to, when combined together, to create that kind of value. But I remember that being like seared into my memory, which is like, whatever I want to have, the delta between where I'm at and where that thing is what basically what I'm willing to sacrifice in order to learn what I need to learn to get there.
So think about what Alex Harmozy said just there, that delta, the space between what you make now and what you could make is not about luck or leads or timing. It's really about skill. And here's the punchline, is that weekly trainings you attend and then taking action with every outreach, every conversation, every sit, every close is a rep towards narrowing that gap. We have a comp plan that plays that pays like $1 million business if you treat it like one. So ask yourself honestly, how much are you leaving on the table by staying where you're at? And where are you willing to go this week to shrink that number? What action are you willing to take? Go ahead and put that in the chat as you're thinking about it. And then also text a leader that you work with and ask them to hold you accountable for that action on a daily, weekly, on a regular basis. Jonathan, back to you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that, Tom. We're gonna go ahead and move to Chris has something he'd like to speak of today. Productivity, so go for it, Chris.
Yeah, so guys, I just learned of something called the Pomodoro technique. And in Italian, Pomodoro means tomato. This gentleman had this tomato timer, as you can see on the screen there. And it's the idea of time blocking or chunking your day into smaller segments. So one Pomodoro is when you're working on something for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Okay, that is one Pomodoro. And so the idea is to put your days into these focused blocks of effort and work that you do in 25-minute increments. And once you've done 4 Pomodoros and worked for 2 hours combined, you take a longer break. So that's the idea. I'll put the image in the chat, and there's also a timer, whether you set your phone timer, some kitchen timer, ask Google to set a timer, figure out what activities you need to get done that day, how many Pomodoros or 25-minute increments it will take to do that, and then execute on it. So there you go.
Right on. Good advice. Appreciate the shares, gentlemen. All right, a few updates for us before we get to the meat of today's training. As always, future trainings here. Look at powurcalendar.com for all of the trainings, all of the setter surges. If you're new here, if you're new, take a Powur on onboarding. And we have Tuesday, May 6th, I believe Thursdays as well. Monty and Matt Gordon do a TPO workshop. And then you can expect another Aurora training to come as well. I believe Monty mentioned that yesterday on the operations call. Saturday, May 24th, live from headquarters here where I'm at in Carlsbad. We have Powur 4.0 Solar Saturday. So we're going to do a business presentation and a little training live from headquarters May 24th. Eric Goldstein and I are going to be leading that. And if you'd like to help lead it or chip in on that, you are welcome to reach out as well. Powur World Las Vegas is going to be our 4th annual largest in-person event. We're looking at, I believe, October. I need to get back to you on the dates. We're finalizing dates and locations still, so appreciate the patience there. And as always, a lot more trainings that you can look up as well going on. Real quickly, I wanted to let you know that Powur Operations Monday Forum, which is the first Monday of the month, was yesterday. So you can look at all the updates here. Let me pull up some of the other updates. We shared it on the Telegram group and the Facebook groups. But SRECs are improving and getting faster here. Advanced OS access for installers. So we're making it easier for installers. And then Goodly TPO review used to take a few days. Now we're going to do it much quicker when we do TPO for Goodly. Starting now, if you sell a deal, there's going to be a section that says fill out your handoff and design notes. So make sure to always fill out handoff and design notes when you sell a job. You'll have to take care of that new task moving forward. And then PM priority queues is improving as well. Sales operations, as far as timelines, reach outs, and change orders go, Monty covered this. And lastly, cycle times are always improving, as well as MPS. Some markets are faster than others that you can see here. So moving forward, different performance tasks that are going to be AI driven, increasing partner engagement. We're going to have the ability to communicate directly with our installers in real time. Site survey scheduling at point of sale is coming very soon. Version 1, then version 2. That's exciting, guys. So a lot of interesting things. In June, we'll be able to look forward to seller to installer communication live. And being in headquarters here the last week or two, I can tell you that nothing matters more than the cycle times, improving our experience, and racing to that $2,500 M1 payment. Jonathan Budd wants to get it to 10, 14, 15 days, getting that big M1 payment every single time. So that was yesterday's operations call. This Friday, a few of the top leaders are going to be meeting with the executives, and we're going to be discussing timelines, trends, opportunities, and solutions. So if you are on Tom's team, Rick Joseph's team, my brother, my team, if you're on, Cynthia, Jordan Shaw, Owen Carey's teams, let them know what trends you're seeing with a few project IDs and a possible solution. So we're going to be having a high-level executive call this Friday. Feel free to reach out if you want me to share anything that you're noticing in the operations as well. Okay, so today's social media shareable of the day has to do with M1 payments. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on M1 payments. It has to do with ambassador payments, $1,000 ambassador checks. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. We're all going to take a minute and do this. Okay. So in my Google Drive, under social media shareable of the day, under May of 2025, we are going to go ahead and look at the social media shareable of the day. There's a folder called ambassador. So we have a video for your stories or your reels. We have a icon image here for the free $1,000 ambassador program. Personally, I like this one. You earn $1,000. That's my friend's house in Laverne, California. And we even have the extended video.
Our mission at Powur is to help solar homeowners can save money for simply recommending us to a homeowner.
So there's an awesome video and even another image, go solar with a national residential solar company.
Love it. Make it so easy. If you create the content, all they have to do is just post it, right?
Exactly. So that's what we're going to do real quickly. I'm going to put this image in the chat for you guys and drop the Google Drive right there. And then the script here, I'm going to put that in the chat as well. So whoever's fastest here gets a $5 Starbucks gift card. All right, but seriously, guys, the script is in the chat. There's an image in the chat. The Google Drive, right there, the link in the chat has a video, a reel story format, and 2 images or 3 images that you could choose to post. So let's all take a minute. Tom is already beating us all to do it.
I already posted it like a minute ago, and I removed the M dash so that it doesn't look like it was written by AI.
The N dash. All right, here we go. Going on Facebook right now, and let's all like each other's posts too, and comment on them.
Go ahead and put your post in the chat so we can find it, everybody.
Oh wow, you're next level, Tom.
That traffic will actually boost the engagement.
I'm also going to go to LinkedIn. I love Powur's social media shares, by the way. You can reshare it, repost it, like it, comment on it. So shout out to Powur's marketing team. All right, so I'm also going to go on to LinkedIn here. I'm going to choose my earn $1,000 image. I'm going to copy and paste the script that I gave you all. Don't be too distracted. Let's get some posts every week on social media. And we're all going to help each other's engagement as well. One team, one dream. All right, LinkedIn is going up for me. And by the way, don't forget to, if you want, include your ambassador link. So go to marketing, ambassador link, and I'm going to go ahead and put on my Facebook in the comment, free join here. I'm going to do the same on LinkedIn, comment, free join here. All right, who else is doing it? Put yes in the chat. Copy the URL link to the chat. We can click it, engage with it, and drive the visibility on your social medias. All the social medias.
I'm going to be different and put my ambassador link in the first comment on each post.
That sounds like a good idea. Read the comments for more info. Trendy right now. Right on, Michael Howard. Nice work there. Let's open up yours. Like it, comment, sign me up. Nice. All right. If you have any questions about this, awesome, Ringo. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah. I showed up on your feed. All right. Social media shareable of the day at its finest. And again, the Google Drive Powur Marketing, the folder is social media shareable. And once you're in there, you can click on May of 2025 and then all the ambassador resources that we're talking about today. All right, so that's activity for the social media shareable of the day. And if you want to download the images and videos, hit that Google Drive link in. Very cool. All right, y'all, moving forward along, today's training is on real estate realtor reach out. So a lot of us on the call here work with real estate offices. We have them as ambassadors. They've joined as setters. We're doing presentations in front of offices with them. Real estate agents need to partner with a nationwide solar roofing referral partner to help them, period. We want to add value to them. We want to let them know that we understand solar is a pain in the butt. We just want to add value and help you and be your referral partner. And if you can get in front of an office and connect on social media, BNI networking, team networking, chamber of commerce, you can have a lot of success. You know, Cynthia and I have a real estate agent, Sierra Sims in Ranch Cucamonga, who in 2 years made $200,000 not even learning how to sell solar. She just referred her clients, guys and gals. So this is why we're talking about this. This is like one of 20 to 30 income verticals you can have for your business. And it's super important. So we're going to talk about what to do, how to find them, how to connect with them, what to say, and then what? Next steps. So to start off with, I'm going to go ahead and share 2 videos as follow-up homework. This is a kind of a series of 2 trainings that I've done in the past, but these are 2 videos that you can watch. One of them is Real Estate and Solar 101. Cynthia and I did a presentation to a room full of realtors in Glendora, California at the Association of Real Estate office, where we get to do a 1-hour training every quarter for free. The second video is I go into more detail on how to build a 7-figure business and partly connecting with realtors in that training as well. So those are both in the chat. And then I'm going to also go ahead and put in the chat. We'll come back to this. I'm going to put how to find EXP realtors, green certified realtors, and then Remax real estate agents as well. We're going to come back to that. And for the sake of this call or this recording, please only use your local city or zip code or 2. We don't all want to be blasting these people at the same time, or, you know, using areas that we're not necessarily in. So use your farm area, your local city, your zip code as we get going here. All right, so we're going to look at 2 or 3 slides here, and then we're going to do an activity. So how to find real estate agents. Obviously, we know that you should be going to your Chamber of Commerce meeting and connecting with them there. Your BNI networking, team networking, and connect with them there. But social media and digital door knocking is another way to do it. You all should try to get to 5,000 friends on Facebook. Add 20 realtors a day on social media. And so one of the ways to do that is to use hashtags. If you type into your search bar on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, hashtag buyer's agent, hashtag just sold, just closed, you will be able to find real estate agents in your warm network, in your sphere. So we're going to look at that in a second. Another way to do this is just do a post on your Facebook or LinkedIn. Who knows a great real estate agent in the Carlsbad area, in the Pasadena area? And everyone loves commenting their favorite real estate agent. So what are you going to do? You're going to add them as a friend. You're going to like their posts. You're going to comment on another post. And then you're going to send them a DM, a direct message that we're going to talk about today. So those hashtags are in the chat. And then this is even more advanced hashtags that I asked ChatGPT to write out. So you can see here, there's general real estate hashtags, company specific hashtags, realtor achievement hashtags, or social media branding hashtags. And sometimes, guys, you can even say like hashtag Carlsbad Realtor. So let's try that. So I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to type in Facebook and I'm going to put hashtag Carlsbad Realtor. All right. So once we have the hashtag, tell me what hashtag you guys are using. This is super engaging here. So maybe you're going to put in hashtag buyer's agent, hashtag just sold, or a major city and realtor. So let me know in the chat which one you are using.
There's 5 million posts on Facebook for buyer's agent.
500. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for Carlsbad Realtor. Let me know, guys. Come on, let's do this. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, which hashtag are you using? So I just found this gal, Carly. I'm going to click on her profile. We are not friends. I'm going to hit add friend. She's at Remax Carlsbad. I'm going to like a post or two. And then I have a script here that I'm going to send you guys in a second. So I'm going to put a few scripts in the chat. That didn't go through the chat really well. So, all right, I'm going to go back to her. So I added her as a friend. I liked a post. I'm going to comment on this post.
Is anyone else dressed?
Nice content. Congrats on the win. Congrats on the close. Do you have a trusted nationwide solar partner yet? I am in Carlsbad too. Let's chat. Sent you a DM. And then we're just going to send her a DM. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. So my line, guys, is like, hey, I'm in Carlsbad too. Hey, I saw you're a green certified realtor. Hey, I have a house in Summerlin, Las Vegas. You know, whatever it is to connect with them. And then, have you ever worked with a solar nationwide partner before? It's very simple, right? We don't want to sound too robotic. We want to use their name. We want to let them know we live in that city too, if you're lucky enough to be in the 25 states that we're in. And just ask, do you have a nationwide solar partner? So if there's any questions about this, that is what we're going to be doing for the next minute or two. We're going to be adding 20 real estate agents. Here's another one. So I'm going to add it, like a post, and then say, you know, awesome content. Congrats, Carly, on this transaction. Maybe it's Sadie. Yeah, Sadie.
Are you ready? Okay.
Sent you a direct message. So you guys see the trend here, right? I promise you, if you spend just a few minutes every day finding a few real estate agents, connecting with them, adding them as friends, and then the next activity we're going to be doing in a few minutes is texting them. The other day when I did this training, I texted 20 to 25 people, and 4 of them said within an hour, 4 of them replied saying, I would like more information. Can you email me some information? And of course, we go for the next steps and we go for the phone call. But I just wanted to show you this activity here. So now I'm going to message Sadie. I'm in Carlsbad too. Have you ever used a nationwide solar partner before? So let's go ahead and keep the ball moving here. So that's the next activity after the social media posting we did is add 20 real estate agents as a friend, like a post, comment on another post, and send them a direct message. And also this is important because you want to go back, you know, as the days go on and see, oh, did they read the post? Did they interact with it? Did they accept my friend request? So there is some follow-up to this. And again, if you just schedule 25 minutes, like Chris said, 25 minutes on the calendar, a few days a week, doesn't have to be every day, to do this, you will have returns. You will have people sign up to be your ambassador. You can invite them to a phone call or a coffee and can make a connection and a referral partner, period. I mean, this is just gold right here. So this should absolutely be 20, 25 minutes a few times in your weekly calendar. All right, let us know if there's any questions on that. So how to find social media real estate agents, how to get to 5,000 friends, how to engage with them. And, you know, when they respond, you're going to want to get to a phone call, your ambassador link, or maybe a setter even. You're going to want to try to hang out with them after the quick phone call. When do you have a few minutes for a phone call? I can describe this nationwide company, top 10 in the industry, that's ethical integrity. I know solar has sucked in the past. There's horrible door knockers slamming grandma with shady leases. We are not about that life. We want to help you bring the largest purchase to your clients that they will make on the home you sold them, giving them a better deal, better value than the rest. And by the way, Mr. Realtor, we have $1,000 referral program, or you can earn 30 to 50% of the commission. Which one of those sounds more interesting to you? I mean, this is taking candy from a baby. I want to pause here for a second before I get to the text messaging now. I want to see if you know, Cynthia or Chris or Tom, if you guys have anything to share on any other points You both have connected with real estate agents and networking events at BNI. You've led in front of rooms, offices, and any other pain points you'd like to share. Thank you, Cynthia. You're probably driving, but go ahead, share away.
Hey, about to be driving, not driving yet. I would recommend if you can search the hashtags while you guys are doing outreach to search real estate broker. I personally have had a lot more success speaking directly to the broker so you can get in front of an entire office of agents. There's a lot more buy-in from the agents when you're in front of a big group. So if you can search broker instead of just agent, they tend to be a little bit more open-minded. Jonathan mentioned this, but always, always, always lead with the elephant in the room. The pain of solar is a pain in their ASS. So make sure you address that first. And yeah, always come from a place of service. Like, hey, I just want to be a resource to you. And don't lead with, you can make money, you can, earn commissions, and definitely lead with, hey, I can do contract reviews. I can give you tips. I can be a resource in your pocket whenever you have questions about solar. That's all I have. Thanks, guys.
And you also try to get in front of the room with the other vendors for a minute or two, bring
Always.
response, and we pay more than any other vendor. So yeah, asking for the broker or to try to get in a training or in the front of the room, is that something that's worked for you?
That's the only way I've done it. I've never done one-on-one reach outs with real estate agents. That just doesn't, I don't know why, it just doesn't work for me personally. And so I've always tried to get in front of an office and going early to the meeting, speaking to real estate agents one-on-one, speaking to them after the meeting, and then taking it one-on-one after that has worked really, really well for me. So if you're doing reach outs and you can figure out how to get buy-in from, some agents are really open-minded, but I try to just book a solar 101 class for an entire office. And personal introductions work great, guys. So what I would recommend if you guys are reaching out to agents today is ask for an introduction to their office. Like, can you introduce me to the office where you guys meet so I can get in there, teach a class, talk to the other agents? Personal introductions work great.
Awesome. And if you're newer here or you're not at the closer level or comfortable doing that, reach out to us. If we're in the area, reach out to your leadership or reach out to the premier best closer in your local area. You can partner together, make that realtor your ambassador, get the passive income, get a closer with you in these conversations, if you do need help. So before we move to text messaging, we got two people here. Chris, why don't you go first, then we'll go to Dave.
Yeah, I was just going to say I was able to connect with realtors in my BNI chapter since I just joined BNI 2 months ago, and my chapter meets 100% virtually on Zoom. So I've been able to do one-on-ones with them, explain about the Powur business to them. Two of them have already joined Powur on my team. One of them just closed a home for a client and referred me, and I did the presentation last week. So I'm following up this week. So BNI, guys, is a great method. I know my brother always mentions that, but some of the chapters are completely virtual. Whereas Cynthia likes to do in-person presentations and go network in person, I prefer doing virtual with my BNI chapter on the Green Realtor database that we'll cover here in a second. I've texted realtors in my area as well. And then last thing is, if you ever go to a business and you see those business cards, right? You go to a sushi restaurant, a pho place, you see those business cards. Sometimes they're on the front desk. Sometimes there's a bulletin board. Just look for the realtors on those lists. Or if you ever go to like a car wash or some business that has magazines on the table, flip through those magazines and look for the realtor listings, or look for the business cards on the table that has the realtor's information, and then just text them, hey, I saw your business card at this restaurant. Hey, I saw your business card here. So that's another great way to just connect with realtors as you guys are out in the world.
Nice. Yeah, good advice. BNI, team networking, LaTip, Chamber of Commerce. These are all networking groups that you should be laser focused, finding the right referral partners. All right, let's go to Dave and then Tom.
Hey, what's up, guys? My experience has been I do pretty much most of everything of what you guys talked about, and then, like I said, it's like the convos, everything goes great, and then they just like go stagnant. You know, it's like they don't really refer people, or maybe they don't have people to refer, but we're always having conversations. It's always like, hey, I can help you. I've even had realtors reach out to me with like, oh, I'm selling a house and there's a solar contract. What do you recommend? And I always give my advice and stuff. But how do you sort of like stay active in their mind without being too pushy, like, hey, send me referrals, you jackass? You know, like it's like you have coffee dates, you have the occasional text or phone call, but it's like, at what point do they start just like, boom, referral? Like, I don't want to seem like I'm always asking, in a way. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's a numbers game like anything, right? Whether it's dating or recruiting, it's the aces in the deck. So it's like those 4 out of 52 that what we call our whales. I think when there's like a strong connection with them, you want to like maybe do a coffee real quick, get that human connection and touch. One of the tips that I've seen work, and I'll let anyone else share, is when you actually help provide them the flyer, the co-branded flyer, or the email script, or what to tell their clients. So you really need to hold their hand, help them make a closeout packet, or hey, when can we reach out to your clients? Here's an email that I've made that my other real estate agents have sent to their databases, and they've earned tens of thousands of dollars. So that's one tip I would have, is actually you have to do the work for them. You have to give them the email or the image or the script, or literally I've told my real estate agents, can you post this picture online and ask if anyone's looked into it? So I take it to the next level and tell them what I want them to do for those activities. But it's not a gold mine. Like, it's going to take time. It's developing those connections. These are slower activities to help get some referrals. Chris got lucky in his first year here. He reached out to a green real estate agent, and one of his people tagged him as the closer in Orange County, $2 million house. The first green realtor said, yes, I have a referral. So Cynthia, I don't know if you want to add to Dave's question, and then Tom.
What was the question?
Oh, Dave was saying like he talks to real estate agents, he messages them, and they just kind of go stagnant or dark, and then they just don't refer.
Gotcha. Okay, what I was going to say is going to answer that a little bit. What I have noticed from going to several different offices and finding the people that are going to just get it and refer is they're usually top producers in real estate as well. So you're looking for the top producers that just know how to introduce, know how to sell the deal for you. The more the clients respect them, the higher their sales, the higher the likelihood they're going to refer you. So if you're coming across people that maybe aren't selling as much, you would think that they would be good candidates, but it's actually the top closers. That's one thing. The second thing is what Jonathan just mentioned. It takes a good amount of nurturing to consistently follow up with them. And that's why, like, speaking to one agent is great, but you want to get the in with several agents. Where do they meet? Where is their broker? Can you speak to a group of them at once? And all it takes is for one person to go first and exemplify that they can make money, and then others will follow. But it's nice to start off a conversation with the individual, but somehow find a way to take it into a group, if that makes sense.
Yeah, in front of the room is
the Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Yeah, I would say it's think about a comprehensive strategy for that. The goal is to get in front of a room of people in person or virtually. But with what we're doing here today, make sure you add them on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn so that you're connected. And then if you're building an audience of real estate agents or real estate brokers, are you posting any content that those types of professionals are interested in and would find useful for themselves? So not every post, but you can quickly use, Chat GPT or a tool to create content on a regular basis about the real estate industry. So that helps you educate yourself about that industry, but also resonates with those people that you're connecting with. And maybe you want to create a Facebook group where once a week you go live in that Facebook group and do a short 3, 4, 5 minute educational Facebook Live or Instagram Live that educates those agents, those brokers about solar. So the same kind of content that you would do in person, in an educational lunch and learn, but you can cut that up and make content, to post once a week, twice a week, for those agents that you're working with. And that way you're in front of them. And then the other thing you can do is if, like Colby said in the comments that was really good, to, have an email or a drip campaign. You can then take that video link in Facebook or Instagram, and that's what you can send out over email or text, which will then drive more engagement in that Facebook group. So think about creating a relationship with them, in a community of people that you're educating about solar in real estate.
Nice advice, Tom. Yeah, I put in the chat, create a social media post targeting realtors to engage with me on what happens when you sell your home with solar on it. And I went ahead and put that script in the chat.
And all you have to do is say to Chat GPT, literally you could just hit the mic and you could say, I want to recruit referral partners for my solar business out of the real estate industry, both agents and brokers. So you have to just tell it what you want to do, who's your audience, and then what you want to do, and it'll give you a lot better information when you position yourself that way with a tool like ChatGPT.
All right. As ChatGPT is finishing this lovely image targeting realtors,
it's pretty good.
Isn't this crazy, guys? What we can do with ChatGPT these days? Let's go ahead and put this. Yeah, we might have to make this the share next week. There you go. It's in the chat. And again, these are activities that Bobby Smith always says, what do? You do everything. When do you do it? You do it all the time. Like even 2 years ago, when I sold 20 deals in a month, I'm in bed at 7 a.m. bored. I go on Instagram. I connect with 20 realtors. I probably have no life, but who cares? Like that's how you get to the top performers, guys, right? That's how I have 500 contracts, because I'm just insane about this kind of stuff. And I do it when I'm bored, even when I'm crushing it. Toot my own horn for a second. Okay, so the next thing before we wrap up the training today, again, put down what you're doing. No one's too good for this. The next activity is we are going to text message 20 to 30 real estate agents. So I'm putting the links in the chat. And I'm putting a little script that I used when I did this to 30 people, 25 people, and literally 5 replied within the first 2 hours. All right, so the first one I'll cover is a green certified realtor. These are real estate licensed agents that have taken a 2-day training into renewable green certified accreditation. So I'm going to type Carlsbad, California, and I'm going to hit find a designee. And I want you guys all to do this. Click the green certified realtor. We're going to do EXP or REMAX as well. And I'm going to go ahead and share my whole screen here. So that way you'll be able to see me send the text message.
Look at that. One of the green certified realtors I found is on my team as a salesperson.
Hey, I'm in here too. All right, so I am going to take this message from Shanna Collins. I'm going to go on my lovely iPad here and send the text message. And I am going to put, and oh, look, it's an iPhone because it turned up blue. That's amazing. I get excited when that happens. Hey there, Shanna. Saw you are green certified realtor. I live in Carlsbad. I'm going to put I work in Carlsbad too, since I'm not lying. Can I ask if you have an awesome nationwide solar roofing battery referral partner yet to help you? Boom, text message sent. What cities are you guys doing? Type it in the chat right now. What city or zip code are you putting into the green certified realtor list right now, sending a few of these text messages? I'm going to do one more. Elisa, 951 area code, Carlsbad.
Is there a way to do this without logging in so they don't think that you're looking for a home? They know what your intention is?
So in the text message script that I'm sending, I'll put it in the chat again. I just say, hey there, I saw you're a green certified realtor. I work in Carlsbad too. Can I ask if you have an awesome nationwide solar roofing battery referral partner? So I think the text message indicates what we're trying to accomplish, and half the people will probably tell you to screw off. But this list, let me tell you guys, this list, if they're already green certified, this is the gold list, right? Like they want to have a referral partner and keep the conversation going. You know, I know SunPower went out of business. Sonova's looking like they're going out of business. Titan went out of business. I just want to be your trusted resource. Are you open-minded to a quick call? Nuggets, guys, nuggets right there. So I'm going to send one more to Elisa.
And so just to clarify, you're not using the web form on this site, you're texting them. And I'm also adding my name at the end of that text.
I like that. And customize it to yourself, right? If I were to go over to chat and be like, hey, I'm sending this to green certified realtors in my area. Short and engaging. Would you revise this?
So you have to enter, in order to get a list of them, you have to enter your name and what you're looking for into the website. That's what I'm encountering. Is that normal? Is that
you just put a city and state.
All you do, Mitch, like I did, is put a city and a state and hit find. And then scroll down and you will find those green certified realtors in that city and state.
Beautiful. Thank you.
100%. I mean, just imagine, guys, imagine one of these green certified realtors is open for a 5-minute call today. Imagine one of them is up for coffee Wednesday or Friday. I'd love to buy you a lofty coffee in Carlsbad. Again, I'm in Carlsbad. I work here. I'm here for 6 years like now. I know the lofty coffee down the street. Ken here looks like a badass. He probably sells $1 million homes. So you get the picture. Put in the chat if you're sending text. Thank you for putting the city and zip code that you are working right now. Next, we're going to go to EXP and Remax. I'll just say, go ahead and do Remax. I'm not going to do that today, but EXP, I'm going to go ahead and type Diamond Bar, California. And I actually know Alicia right here. I think she's on the team. I know Angel. He's on the team. And you have all these EXP real estate agents right here as well.
So easy.
So easy. Trying to find myself because I'm in here too somewhere. So with EXP, hey, there I am. EXP Diamond Bar. So you find a good looking real estate agent on the EXP website. Again, I recommend local cities and states you're familiar with, you lived in, you worked in, you know the coffee shop in. You're going to click on him. They even have a copy button. So I can copy that phone number and send the text. Some of them even have their Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter like I do. So again, we want to send 20 to 30 a day text messages. On Facebook, Instagram, you only want to add 20 a day or send 20 messages. Do not do more than 20 a day on Facebook. I'm going to reach out to this Anthony guy right here. I know he's a major player in Claremont. A lot of people think he's a jerk, but I'm going to send him a text message. And this text message, guys, is, hey, Anthony, I saw you with EXP. I live in Claremont too. Are you open-minded to a nationwide roofing, solar, battery referral resource to help you? Or whatever that looks like. Chat said, hey, I saw you're a certified realtor. I love that. I'm also in Carlsbad. Quick question. Do you already have a trusted nationwide solar roofing battery referral partner on your team? Ooh, I like that. On your team. All right, y'all. So we're coming to the top of the hour here. If you found any nuggets from today, any information beneficial, type it in the chat if you don't mind. If you're going to add this 20-minute activity 2-3 times a week, put it in the chat. This has to be, in my opinion, part of your weekly calendar management, your activities that you do. And this flows from social media to texting to networking to being in front of them and even doing events and booths. Imagine you have a booth or an event. You're sponsoring a real estate event. You're getting 200 business cards of realtors. Imagine there's an event in your local town and you text the realtor, hey, I'll have a booth at this event. All of these verticals connect. If you see what I'm laying down here. So I'm just excited to share some of these techniques with you. And this is just real estate. Like, think about that for a second. This is just real estate. There's so many other verticals that you guys could do as well. So with that, Tom, let's go ahead and end the recording. We'll do a few quick questions or office hour and maybe hop off here in the next 5-10 minutes.